Joining us now to talk more about Scott's presidential bid, let's bring in Niall Stanage, White House columnist with our partners at The Hill. Niall, great to see you as always. So we just heard from our colleague Kelly there. Does Senator Scott have enough name recognition? Because right now, he's only registering at about 1% in some recent polling.
Yeah, it's a very steep climb he has ahead of him, Nichole. Obviously, former President Trump is the dominant figure in this race. We're expecting Governor DeSantis to get in later this week. That just limits the amount of oxygen available to the other candidates, whether it's Senator Scott, whether it's former Governor Nikki Haley, or those other people you're displaying on your screen right now. Now, in saying that, Senator Scott and Governor Haley in particular are plausible candidates, but it's a tough road ahead of them.
It certainly is. Let's talk about the Senator Scott already receiving the endorsement of two fellow Republican senators. He's the only Republican candidate other than the former president, of course, former President Trump, to have these Senate endorsements. What does that say about his long term and as well as his early traction?
It says several things. One is Tim Scott is very well liked. That is just a fact. He's very popular with his colleagues. Even Democratic senators have no personal beef with him. He's a very affable character. But I think the other important point here, Nichole, is that those two senators endorsing Senator Scott points to, I think, some desire, at least among some GOP senators, to move past President Trump, former President Trump. The other thing I would say, though, is backing Tim Scott isn't likely to put you in Trump's crosshairs in the way that, say, backing Governor DeSantis would. And that's partly because Senator Scott is regarded as a more marginal candidate. So it's really interesting the dynamics here in the Senate and how those are reflected by those endorsements.
And do you think it's possible? I mean, is Senator Scott possibly going to attract maybe more of the moderate voters? Because he's certainly a champion of plenty of Republican pillars. He is very pro-life. He certainly is very vocal about that. But he's also championed police reform, something we don't necessarily see from Republicans. We see that coming more from the left side of the aisle. But does that potentially bode well for him at a time, when so much of America is so politically divided?
It absolutely could, and I think it's very central to Senator Scott's appeal. This idea of himself as a healer, as someone who can bring both disparate parts of the Republican Party together and perhaps disparate parts of the nation together. He is very conservative in his policy positions, but when I see him talk, I'm reminded of a previous candidate from quite a few years ago now, Mike Huckabee, who used to say, "I'm a conservative, but I'm not mad about it." That's kind of Senator Tim Scott's appeal. Very conservative positions presented in a very amiable, affable way that doesn't really turn people off by being excessively abrasive or belligerent.
Well, it is not even June, so still very early. We will certainly see what happens. Niall, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Nichole.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.